Hello farmers, welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. Lower Plateau, West Side, sugar beet harvest, cotton harvest is happening. Just a little bit past noon in the day, so we got plenty of time. And I got the speed down to ×1 because I do not want the cotton price to be changing too much here. The cotton price at our self-marketing, yeah, it's called self-marketing. The self-marketing sell point is going for $2,000 per. So yeah, definitely want to keep that price there. That is a really good price for us. So hopefully we should get our 150, 160,000 liters of cotton off that field. I am missing some sugar beet there, not paying attention. So yeah, double that, and of course, you get our $300,000-ish, somewhere around there. Either way, I'm just about done with this sugar beet harvest over here. I've been kind of on the lazy side. I've actually had a worker over here harvesting this, and I've been doing the transporting. The sugar factory is full of sugar beet. Our silo is now full of sugar beet. I've bought in one trailer over to the plant, which is really just right behind us. So yeah, the rest of the sugar beet needs to go in there as well because I have no place to put it. Absolutely no. Well, I shouldn't say that. I got other silos I can bring it over to, but not where I don't need to. So we're just selling it straight up. So yeah, our cash flow right now is looking pretty good. We got like $70,000 in the bank. As for the rest of the day, we should get enough cash between our greenhouses and other things to give us enough money to pay off the loan at midnight. So hopefully by the time we sell some cotton and all that stuff, we should be able to pay off a decent amount. Yeah, I really don't have right now. It's the sugar and also the meat. It could be something I could be selling today. Also the wool maybe as well, if that price changes to be a little bit better, because I would like to pay like $500,000 off that loan today if possible. I mean, the cotton's going to get me pretty darn close, but not far enough to where we need to be. Anywho, yeah, like I said, we're just about done with this harvest here. The cotton harvester is, I think, halfway done with that field over there. And in just a moment, once they get done here, yeah, this is going to be put away, and then we'll get the, I think I got the T8 still over here. I'll grab the T8, we'll plow this field because it's a root crop, need to plow it. And then we'll get cultivating this field as well. And then, yes, the seeding will begin. And right now the seed drill that we have is full of, let's see, it's not the old seed. Well, it's old seed, but I want to use the improved seed. So I got to use the seed that's in there first of all. This Wilson trailer is working out great with this harvester because with the other harvest trailer that we have, the Crampy, it's kind of tall, and this always is hard to get over that trailer. This trailer here, not a problem. Plus, this trailer holds 30,000 more liters. Definitely gotta love your mods, don't you? So yeah, there's the cotton harvester going to town. I see one module. We usually get like 3 modules and almost a 4th one, so fingers crossed. But sometimes I do get a little bit odd of a harvest off that field, so I don't know if that's me or what's going on there. But it's one of those things I always say, you get what you get. All right, who knows? Who knows why? The field's in perfect condition, although we did have a little bit of weeds near the top half over by the winery. Which I got to remind myself, I need to go back over to the vineyard to grab some grapes to bring over to the winery because I am just about out of grapes. Not that that's too important, but I'm trying to keep things up and rolling here. Yeah, because we're almost at the halfway point of paying off this loan, which is going to be fantastic when we hit that. It may not be for a few episodes here, but once we get these harvests going in the lower plateau, especially on the east side, it took a while to get that east side all, how should I say it? Upgraded. Can I say upgraded? Buying all those fields and converting them over, merging them together. Yeah, I think we're pretty much all set there, and we're just about all set here as well. So like I said, in just a moment here, we're going to empty this thing out, sell the rest of the sugar beet that we have in the trailer, put this away, and we'll grab the T8, grab the plow, dig this up. It does not need no lime, so we're good there. Oh yeah, before I seed it though, I got to take the autonomous tractor and set that up and start putting down some slurry. That's our first stage of fertilization. I don't know how much slurry I have in each of the pens. I think the pigs might have enough slurry. I'm not quite sure. I also been doing a little bit of the potatoes. Had to put some water in the potato washer, and of course doing a whole thing of just moving potatoes around. I'm actually thinking about just going down to one premium potato sorter. I don't know if that's what they're called. Right now we got 3, and just moving around the belt system so it works right, I suppose. Yeah, it gets a little tedious once in a while, and I'm thinking, you know what? Let's just go down to one, make it all simple. All right, here's our Volvo truck. And the trailer, I should be able to empty the rest of the contents into this trailer and go over and sell it, get a little bit more cash. I don't know how much the sugar beet's going for. I really don't care. I'm just going to sell it. I'm not going to even bother putting it on the ground and saving it to put in the sugar factory, because I figured, you know, I got 90,000 liters in the sugar factory, 500,000 liters in the silo. That definitely is more than enough to keep us running for a couple more days before this field's ready for harvest once again. So that pretty much brings you up to speed on everything. Upper plateau, we shouldn't be up there for a while. When I mean a while, it's like in the middle of the growth stage, so it's got a little ways to go. Same thing on the east side down here. That's in the motion and going. But what I'm going to do is when I get done... Oh, I got a full trailer. When I get done harvesting this cotton field here, we're going to fix the cotton harvester, and I'm just going to drive it right on over and park it over in that field so it's ready to go at a moment's notice. Get it over there while I'm thinking about it. Got to do a lot of thinking on this map. Just a lot of things going on here. Alright, so how much am I going to get for a trailer of sugar beet? So 120,000. Let me turn the HUD on so you can see what the heck's going on here. 120,000 liters of sugar beet. I mean, I can go in here and check to see what the price actually is for these things. Sugar beet. Western Sugar Plant. 103. So, I mean, the price is going up. So that's a good thing. Yeah, so, no, that's wool. Yeah, there's the cotton price, 2,044. While I'm in here, I'm going to check on the sugar pricing, because I have not really looked. Oh, that's not looking good at all. I don't want to see red arrows. Don't want to see red arrows at all. Same thing for the meat. Yeah. So we'll just hold on to it. I mean, I'm not in a rush to sell it. I'd rather hold on to it and try to get the better price we can. We'd like to see the meat over 1,000. Sugar, mid 900s is pretty darn good. So we can wait. It's not like I desperately need the cash. We just want to pay off as much of the loan as we can every time that we can. But I'm not going to forego the extra cash I could get. Yeah, what do I get? Oh, wow, $12,000? Yeah, sugar beet. That's why we convert the sugar beet over to sugar, because it's so much more profitable. So it looks like we're just going to be pretty much focused on getting the sugar beet field ready for planting. I might get the autonomous tractor going as well at some point. Usually what I like to do with the autonomous tractor and fertilizing down here, I like to start in the grass field and just have the worker work all the way over from the grass field through the cotton field over to the sugar beet field. But today may be a little different because cotton does take a while to harvest. Even with our modded cotton harvester harvesting at, well, I think it's probably harvesting at like 10 miles an hour now. I think when it's fully fixed and repaired, it can harvest at 12. Oh yeah, big bucks there. $331. All right. Yeah, it's like a grocery bill, isn't it? So, let me just go park this over here for now. Kind of out of the way. And jump over here, grab this thing, which is still running. Let's turn that off, fold that up. And I'll start folding up the harvester, so by the time I get back to the garage, it should be ready to go in. Actually, the cotton harvester is doing pretty good. So yeah, there's a second. That's going to be the second module just spit out a little while ago. I'm not sure if I'm going to get almost 4 modules on this harvest. Interesting. I'm thinking I'm going to wash this for a change. Usually I just say the heck with it and just park it up. But since I was the one using it for a little bit today, I think I'll go ahead and give it a good wash. I mean, this thing does cost $500,000, so got to keep it clean. certainly have got my money back on this thing of how many sugar beet harvests and a couple potato harvests that we had with this thing. Actually, one thing I don't really ever do is look. I could probably, when I jump back in here, I'll have to look to see how many hours are on this thing. Most of it will be worker hours. At least I grabbed the right header today. I think last time we did the sugar beet harvest, I got confused which header is which, because they look the same. Huh, really, only 24 hours on this thing. I would have thought it would have been a lot more than that. But I mean, it is kind of a small field for the size of the machine and how fast it can harvest. And drop it off. There we go. Does not need to be repaired. I mean, the header might need to be repaired, but really, like I said, it harvests that field rather quick, so it's not like I need the extra speed at the moment. Alright, that is parked up. Can we shut the door? Thank you. Well, I see the T6, and looks like I parked a seed drill right in front of the plow, so that wasn't the smartest thing I've ever done. I don't do many smart things anyways, though, do I? Nah, not really. See if I can sneak this in here. Looks like I can. But now I got to get out. Can you fold? There you go. For some reason, this modded plow takes it when you say fold. It's like, now I'll think about it. There we go. I don't think Create Fields is on this one. No, it's not. Just want to make sure, after using it quite a bit on the other side last week, I just want to make sure it still wasn't allowed Create Fields. And down we go. That should really tell me if it's on allowed Create Fields, which it is not. Perfect. And no, I don't feel like using GPS today again either. It'll be close enough. Close enough and good enough. I will use cruise control though. Don't want to get any sores on my right foot standing on the throttle for like the next 20 minutes or so. You won't have to watch me do this for 20 minutes, but you can watch me do it for a little bit. I do love this modded plow. I just, I wish it was designed just a little bit different, and it may have. I got this modded plow maybe like 2 weeks after FS19 came out. I could just see the size of these plows just having so much pressure on them that would break like the hinge pins on it. Just seems like it would be too much stress on it. Probably have to do a lot of welding jobs every time you use a plow on it. It works great. I like the working with the speed and everything. It does wonders for me. Now, if I use GPS, I would have got this all done with one less pass, but with that being said, it's alright. Because it hasn't taken me 20 minutes to do this. It's taken me about 12 minutes. We're on 12 minutes now. So, I'm zipping up and down the field as fast as we can, because we gotta get the job done and move on to some other things. I need to bring the autonomous tractor over here, and I think I'm gonna get a worker to start spreading some slurry on this field, and we'll follow it behind with a cultivator. And I know there's a lot of new people here, so I have to say this every time I do it. I have a direct drill, but I do cultivate the field after I plow before using a direct drill anyways. Don't really need to in the game, but as most farmers have told me anyways, that after you drill, after you plow, even with a direct drill, you want to cultivate the field. The cotton harvester is getting along rather well. Just a little disappointing. I'm only seeing 2 modules. I should be seeing a third one kind of soon if I'm supposed to get my 3 3/4 modules. Each one of those modules is 40,000 liters. So like I said, I usually get about 150, 160,000, somewhere in there. Maybe I'll spit one out sometime soon, and I'll feel better about myself. But yeah, you know, like I said, 150,000 liters of cotton at 2,000. That's 300 grand put into our pocket for a little time because we got to pay off the loan sharks. Yeah, we still owe just over 29 million. Is that where we're at? Wow, I actually that'll be fine in a straight line for a second. What do I owe? Yeah, 29,640,000. That's what's left of well, it's kind of a challenge now, really, to pay off that $55 million loan. We're almost at the halfway point. And I cannot wait to harvest the cotton field that we just created on the east side because I'm very interested with that. And of course now with these better seeds that we're getting ready to plant sometime soon, hopefully they'll be going into that cotton field right there. That the harvest will be even better in, we'll see, another 2 days, 3 days from now. Well, I don't need to plow the cotton field, but I do need to cultivate that as well. Which we will get to, well, we won't get to, a worker will be cultivating that. By that time, we should be seeding this field with some sugar beet. Well, there's the autonomous tractor. And it's taking slurry from the cow barn because the pigs don't quite have enough, I think, for the entire lower field, but the cows sure do. We got like 375,000 liters. Well, either way, I got tons of it. Well, they got tons of it. So yeah, now we're going to follow up behind this guy. Let's go down here and grab, oh, is that it? Yes, it is. Perfect. Follow up behind him and cultivate it. Then when I get done cultivating, he will come over here and do the cotton field because of those darn cotton stalks. The crop destruction on just causes a whole bunch of havoc. And I got to cultivate the field before I actually slurry that one. Yeah, because then the slurry won't take over the damaged cotton stalks. I was just being amazed by my cotton harvest. It looks like it's going kind of slow. Usually when it starts going slow, that means there might be a module getting ready to be dispensed out the back, which would be fantastic because that would be the third of the four, third of the 3 3/4. And that's what I'm looking for. I'll start unfolding this beast here. And with here, I probably will use GPS because articulated tractors and me don't get along. I have to drive them for a little while to get used to them again, even though it could be, hey, you know what, the heck with GPS. I don't need no stinking GPS. It'll be a little wobbly at first, but it'll be fine. Kind of like that. Like I said, it's not crucial if I get every little part done here. The direct drill will definitely have no problem doing it, but we're just trying to make life easier for the direct drill. And hopefully the autonomous tractor, I should have no problem staying ahead of us. I mean, the working width is like twice the size, but I think my working speed might be twice as fast. I'm not quite sure on that. But yep, we're going to put sugar beet right back in here. Hopefully our sugar factory, if I can keep it running non-stop, then I can keep ahead. If not, then we'll just keep selling sugar beet now and then. I'm not going to plant potatoes in here for a while. I probably got another trailer and a half load inside the silo, and I got like a half a trailer. When I say trailer load, I mean about 90,000 liters is a trailer load usually for us. So I got plenty of potatoes to get done. That slurry does add an interesting color texture to the ground. And just a little while ago, this was a field full of sugar beet. I always oversteer with this quad track. Turns so quick. Probably because it's also on tracks. Usually tracks rather than tires can rotate a vehicle rather quickly as well. And I don't see where my cotton module harvester dispensed a module yet. Well, it's dispensed too, but I'm waiting for that third one. The autonomous tractor has finished his job on this field. He's now over in the grass field, putting the second stage of fertilization down there. We are going to be just about done, finished cultivating this field here in just a moment. Then I'll move this one over, hire a worker, start cultivating the cotton field. And then we're going to grab the T8 and start planting some sugar beet in here. So this field will be all set except for the weeding whenever that comes, which is usually sometimes when I'm seeding. And I get those weird patterns in the field I have to deal with later on, which is aggravating. As for a cotton harvester, I'm not seeing the third module being dispensed yet, so that's getting me a little, I don't want to say frustrated, but dejected. Yeah, that sounds like a good word to use. Yeah, I just want my 150,000 liters of cotton out the field that I usually get. I mean, did the weeds really cause me that much? I mean, I had a very small area of weeds on the field. That's what, 15%-ish? I think it's 15% where the weeds are. And it wasn't that big of an area, but yeah. Come on, spit out the third bale. Module. Sorry, module. Why can't they just call them bales? Why does it have to be a module? I don't know. Hard to keep track of all the things. It's almost as worse as Lumberjack's Dynasty. If you've been following along with that series. Between pallets and crates. Oh, man. Too many word definitions for the same thing. So usually I think I can seed this field with a full seed drill. And then when I go top it off, I'll have to go across the river to our seed cleaner before I start seeding in the cotton. I probably will have to, I know definitely the seed drill cannot handle the cotton field with one complete capacity. I have to refill it when it gets about, I say about 5/6 of the way done. Yeah, I'm getting kind of technical there with the fractions. I could have said 3/4, but no, I said 5/6. There, this field is pretty much ready. I know there's a section at the other end I need to kind of do. I got to go down that way anyway, so might as well get it uncovered. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get my 150,000 liters of cotton off this field. Why aren't you spitting it out? Spit it out. Did somebody come and steal a module on me? Maybe. Wasn't there like a little section down here that I missed? Oh, wow. Very small. Okay. Very small. Now it's covered. I'll bring you over here and you can get started cultivating this field. There's no way you're going to catch up that cotton harvester. I don't think you will. And if I don't get to those modules in time, this thing will miraculously just drag along with it. Alright, let me jump out. Thank you. And I should have, I better double check because I did this one time before. Nope, I already have it on sugar beet, so we're all set to go. Go ahead and unfold it, because that usually helps when you want to seed. And we start the process all over again. Alright, I've been in this field enough today, so I think this time, let me turn on the display here. Turn on the GPS. Yes. And hopefully I can remember all the keys I need to hit. There we go. And then now that one. Why is there an offset? There we go. And I seem to have the problem with this seed roll where it always has an offset. Because it does it also with course play as well. All right, back up. That's good enough there. That wonderful sound saying it's got its mark. And we're off. And we should be planting sugar beet. Yes, it is planting. Turn that off. And yep, I ain't going to turn the HUD off. I don't need all the fancy lines. I could turn them off in the GPS settings, but I like to turn the whole HUD off just to get everything off the screen. Cotton module harvester, are you going to spit out a third one even at all? Or is it eating it? Is it converting the cotton into fuel and running off that? Because, yeah, we usually get 3 3/4 of a module. And right now, I see just the 2. So there goes my 300 grand I was hoping for. Doesn't help saving them either, because I mean the price is good. It's not the price that's the problem. It's the amount that I should be getting. Well, maybe I'll get a third one spit out here sooner or later. Yeah, so we're going to go from like 300 grand to possibly just getting, let's see, that's 48 to 120, about 240,000. So, you know, like $250,000 worth. Oh well. We will earn the money either way. Take me longer, but we'll earn the cash either way. And this is where it gets a little tricky. That's why I usually start in this corner of the field with workers, because the fence line here is kind of close. And do my little turnaround I have to do with this seed drill. And this shouldn't take me too long either. So this is the newest seed drill to the addition to the farm. Bought it last week after doing the fields on the east side. And we own another one of these seed drills, just different color. And it was taking a while to seed the cotton field on that side. I'm like, that's taking too long. I need 2 of these to help along the process of reseeding the field, especially on the east side. Over here, it's not too bad, because we got 3 fields over here, but one's a grass field, so I don't have to ever reseed that again. But with just the 2 fields over here, I can keep up with just the sugar beet field and the cotton field. Not a problem whatsoever. So the autonomous tractor is probably just about done with the grass field. I'll give the cultivator a little bit of advance before it goes on there. As for this field here, you know, technically I probably should have sprayed the slurry down first before I plowed and cultivated, because that would really mix the slurry into the soil. But in Farming Simulator, it all works the same. It's all good. Well, now I'm getting a little disappointed just because, well, we still don't have our 3rd module of cotton, so I'm not sure what's happening there. This happened once before, and what I did was, and I can do it now, but it's kind of out of sequence. I plowed the field just to reset it. It doesn't need to be plowed, but sometimes resetting the field wouldn't hurt. There's our first cotton module being swooped up by our cultivator and the quad tech. He's going to move it out the field. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. I haven't got there yet. I figured I would get there by the time I got done seeing this field. I get the Volvo truck and the flatbed and get those modules off. As for our autonomous tractor, since the grass field and cotton field are rather close, after he got done with the grass field, he saw what needed to be done. He just continued on his own. So he's now spraying slurry down on the cotton field. So which is good. I don't know how much seed I got left in here. Wow, I hardly gone through anything. I didn't think I would, because usually it takes it doesn't take that much seed to do this field. So I'm probably going to have to do, I'll probably do like half the cotton field before I get to go over and grab some of the clean seed, I guess I would call it that. And under the mod description just says you should expect a better yield out of it. It doesn't really give a percentage of a yield, so I don't know. Couldn't tell you. But the thing is, I won't have to pay for the seed because we're using grain. I think, yeah, we use oat grain to make seed with it. You can either use wheat, barley, or oat. Any of the cereal crops will do. Helper is blocked by an object, and then another one's done. All right, so the autonomous tractor, he's having problems with the wine that's on the other side of that fence line. I'll have to have a word with that autonomous tractor. I wasn't going to say I need to have a word with that worker, but technically there's no worker there because it's an autonomous tractor. But yeah, I got to pay for a worker. The way I look at it is I'm paying fees for using a GPS system, I guess. That's one way to look at it. I don't think you even dropped a third module, did you? You did not. So I don't know, with a field with a small amount of weeds in it, does it consist of the whole field having weeds or just that certain section? Because that would really suck if it means the whole field, quote unquote, has full of weeds in it. Alright, turn GPS off because I don't need that. And then I'm going to switch this over to... I got to turn the got to turn the seed drill off first before you can change it. That always helps. Alright, get you on some cotton. And now we'll get all these workers all situated here. Hopefully this is wide enough over here that he covered. Yeah, it looks like it's wide enough. And just overlap a little bit just to make sure. Alright, let's come down here and help out the autonomous tractor. Yeah, he's almost done with the field, but not quite. And that fence line. The fence line is original from the map. It's just that he's the pallets of wine are triggering him to not go any further. Kind of triggering me a little bit that he wouldn't go any further. Alright. You go back on a worker. You actually may catch the cultivator, to be honest. Well, you almost have a full module. But I'm like 30,000 liters short on this field from what I usually get. So that's going to jip me out like 60 grand. It's not what I want. It's not what anyone wants. But I just go ahead and unload this here. That way it's out the field. Helper H has completed their task. Oh, that would be... That's going to be the quad. He's at that corner. I'm like, who could be done? They're not done. Yeah, the quad, when he starts off, when he gets to that corner of the field. Yeah, I'll show you here in a second, because I got to get him... Got to keep him moving. Yeah, he's down here at this corner. He thinks he's done. You're not done. I mean, you think you're done, but you're not. You need to keep on moving because that the autonomous tractor is on his way. There we go. Put you on a hired worker. So 3 workers in this field going at once, which is all fine because now I got to get back in my cotton harvester. It needs repairs. For now, I'm going to park it here, but hopefully I can remember to get it on the other side. Because we got a big cotton field over there. Hopefully we get better... Well, we definitely are going to get better results because it's a much bigger field. But what I'm meaning is hopefully the yield is better. This is going to hurt a little bit. This usually costs... Is it $3,000 to repair this? Nope, not that. Repair... Yeah, $3,625 to repair that. That does sting a little bit. I'm going to park this here. Okay, let's grab the Volvo truck. I do believe I know where the flatbed trailer is. This trailer... I'll just park where I get the flatbed because I don't need this now until I get over to the east side. But I think that's where we're going to wrap it up for today, guys. We got this west side pretty much under control. The sugar beet field is converted back over to sugar beet. The grass field, well, we're just waiting for it to grow. And of course the cotton field is harvested. Kind of depressing yield on that field there. Not even getting 3 full modules, but you know, it is something. Right now I'll probably sell the modules at the beginning of the next episode, or I may just hold on to them depending what the price is doing when I get some work done here. But for now, I'm just going to clean up the area a little bit, put some things away, and that's just about it, I do believe. So like I said, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time right here in the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.